So, you say just a little bit about, how you come, what kind of attitude you come to have to animals, working with them day after day.
I think you learn that you better adjust your attitude if you're going to be personally ornery with them, because that's just not going to work at all. Genetics is much better than it probably was 20 years ago in terms of livestock, because the people who raise beef cattle, I can't speak for the pork industry or those nasty turkeys. I think they're vicious too. I don't think they're breeding those to be nice, but cattle, they're breeding them to be nice, because working with 1,300 pounds at times when they're fat, and in the case of on the ranch, much bigger cows, who wants to deal, it's just dangerous to be dealing with bad attitudes. So they breed out problems. And so, you just have to be really patient and quiet. And generally, if you're patient, things will go okay. Once in a while, there will be a situation that is frankly just so bad, and I've only had like 5 in all my years here where I've had to deal with an animal where I really thought, I don't know how to do this without either, with protecting the animal as much as possible and getting it to a place where you can deal with it and not killing yourself or destroying a piece of implement or something. I've been in about 5 situations where I thought, I just don't want to deal with this, I want to walk away, but you can't, so you do. And once in a while there's an animal that's in a situation where it's in pain, and you're just struggling to take care of it and not injure it further when they're that big. It can be difficult.
Have you escaped without injuries?
I have so far.
Good.
One time I got my arm slammed against a cement bunk by a steer throwing its head. I was trying to help it. And then, you step back and you realize, okay, well, there's no rationalizing with this animal. So you just have to think really carefully before you act so you don't. My dad broke his leg once, really bad. Like the steer kicked back on him and caught him right in the shin and broke him completely off. And I'm just really afraid of what they can do. So I really try to be giving enough distance. My dad is phenomenal. He has no fear. And he's gotten kicked in times where I think, I don't know how you keep walking, because I've gotten kicked and I'm gone, I'm down, I'm passing out from pain. I don't know how he does it. He has a very high pain threshold. He can handle a lot. My husband once got kicked bad enough, he passed out and hit his head, and we had to take him to the ER. But for the most part, we've been very fortunate with injuries. But it can be very dangerous, and I know of a lot of people who have had. We try to design our facilities where we treat and vaccinate to be like Temple Grandin's structures, and most people are doing that because it's just too difficult otherwise for everything, for us, for the animals.
So, how much of your operation is pretty much just you, and how much is cooperative? Are you largely working alone?
No. My father works alone a lot because I have the kids here, and he was here my entire life. And if one of us isn't working, it's usually me. And there's a lot of guilt from me for that. I'm just not naturally mechanical. Of course, he's not overly mechanical either, but he still can get it done. There's a lot of things I just cannot do alone because I don't have the knowledge. The crop side of it, I'm just not highly interested. We have a crop specialist who helps us make decisions about all of our inputs, like what seed to purchase, how he does soil sampling, so we know where to plant what. Manure management plans, so that we know where the manure needs to be and where we need to back off. So that's a huge asset. He comes with so much knowledge and experience, and he's so passionate about what he does that I can back off of that too. And I listen in, but he and my dad, so Dad and I just kind of get into a cycle where now in the summer we just have the barn, so Dad's been loading most mornings, and then he parks the tractor, and then I come out and I'll feed. And sometimes he'll beat me out to the barn, so he'll feed and I'll go out and walk with him like I did today. So it just depends on the job. Haying, it's at 2 or 3 people to keep things moving. Just depends on the job. To give you a percentage, I don't know, but my dad works more alone. So if it's only a 1-person job, then quite often it's Dad doing it. He's going to be 72, things are going to have to change. I feel the pressure.